Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, July 1st, 2014. How quickly things change. Several years ago, former French President Nicolas Sarkozy was hobnobbing with a group of G8 leaders, leader of France surrounded by security guards, meeting with President Obama, Angela Merkel, and others. Today, he's being detained by French police. According to sources, former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has been detained in the Paris suburb of Nanterre. He's reportedly being questioned by financial investigators in a corruption probe. Media reports said that he's being investigated into financing for his 2007 presidential campaign. Sarkozy and his attorney have denied wrongdoing. Up until today, Sarkozy was considering a political comeback after his 2012 defeat by current French President François Hollande. No word on whether or not that'll still occur. General Motors yesterday widened the list of older models that it's recalling for faulty ignition switches, adding another 8.25 million cars. That means that this year, General Motors has recalled 29 million vehicles, more than half of them because of potentially defective ignition switches. Earlier yesterday, GM announced that it will pay at least $1 million for each death caused by defective ignition switches installed by the company, a flaw the company has linked to at least 13 fatalities, and which could result in billions of dollars in compensation to victims and their families. Well, get ready. The first hurricane of the season could form just in time to wreck the 4th of July along the eastern seaboard of the United States. A tropical depression swirling today over Miami and the Bahamas is expected to strengthen. Some forecast models have it sweeping straight up the Atlantic coast as the 4th of July approaches. If the disturbance reaches tropical storm strength, it would be christened Arthur. Some models even have it reaching hurricane force. A tropical storm watch is already in place for part of the Atlantic coast and Florida, and it could be extended later today. It's too early yet to tell where the storm will be for the holiday, but fireworks could be shelled from Cape Cod to the mid-Atlantic coast. That's a pretty big stretch. Willis is reporting that reinsurance rates at the July 1 renewals are continuing to drop. They say that loss-free property cat accounts in Florida were down 15 to 25%, while on nationwide accounts, the softening was 10 to 20%. For nationwide accounts that had losses, the rates were flat to down 5%, and for accounts in Florida that had losses, they were down 5 to 10%. Things are just completely wacky here. It's sort of an amazing situation. People have forgotten that there are hurricanes afoot, and Florida is one place where rates should not be going down by this much. The big Swedish insurance company Sirius International has finally obtained approval to run its Lloyd Syndicate 1945 through its own managing agency, effective from July 1st today. The syndicate writes a wide range of classes, including accident and health, property, contingency, and marine, and currently has capacity of about 170 million US. The CEO is going to be named as Michael Dashfield. Specialist Lloyd's managing agency Sportscover, another syndicate, has confirmed that talks have ended between Mark Byrne and the holding company that runs Sportscover. The leisure-focused syndicate confirmed that talks had begun in the latter part of last year. It had been reported that Haverford, the company led by Mark Byrne, had signed a letter of intent to acquire Sportscover. Byrne commented this morning, "This is a disappointing end to what we thought was a promising discussion." Earlier this month, Lloyd's made it clear that Sportscover did not require any additional funds to come into line in June. So that sort of removed the need for more capitalization. U.S. Re, the independent reinsurance broker in the United States, has rejected suggestions that its future is in doubt because of the failure of Florida homeowners insurer Sunshine State Insurance Company. U.S. Re also denied that it was in any way implicated in the collapse of Sunshine State. It refuted allegations that U.S. Re at any time, inappropriately took money out of Sunshine State or its affiliated general agency manager to cover payroll and other expenses at U.S. Re. U.S. Re owned a substantial piece of Sunshine. In fact, they owned 100% of it. Sunshine went into insolvency earlier this year after recapitalization failed to address a hole in its surplus. Tal Piccione, the chairman, president, and CEO of U.S. Re, in an interview expressed dismay at the rumors and said they were being circulated by competitors of the broker. He said that within the last 12 months, we picked up 20 new clients in the U.S. alone, giving us a wider footprint. He said in the 2 months since the Sunshine State troubles began to be made public, he said U.S. Re has continued to bring in new business. And he said the range of revenue from Sunshine State to U.S. Re had previously been as high as 40% of the overall brokerage. Diversification had dropped that down to around 10%. According to Mr. Piccione, we think that the loss of Sunshine State will be more than made up in 2015 based on what we know is coming in. And in China, in the port city of Dalian, a leaking oil pipeline caught fire earlier today, causing the evacuation of 20,000 residents. The pipeline was damaged by construction work, allowing oil to flow into a sewer pipe where it then caught fire. The pipeline was owned by China National Petroleum Corporation, and they said that oil burned for 25 minutes before being extinguished. So my question is, in 25 minutes they were able to evacuate 20,000 people? That's very interesting. 5 people from the construction company blamed for damaging the pipeline have already been arrested. That's the news for today. Everybody will be watching the football game between the U.S. and Belgium that begins today at 4 p.m. in the World Cup. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.